Friday, November 10th, 1:07 p.m. New York time. Good afternoon. This is a review of today's day trading price action. The two time frames I'm going to focus here are the 15-minute and the 5-minute. We're looking for setups and entries. We're doing two different financial instruments because not necessarily one financial instrument will have positive setups. So it's good if you have more than one financial instrument as your backup to day trade. You might switch off maybe in the early morning session, you're using one financial instrument that's working good. And if it doesn't look like it's good to be trading later after the market opens, well, you have the other equity or other financial instrument. So here we're looking at two, the S&P 500 futures, the most widely, heavily traded equity index, and then the currency pair, the euro, most heavily widely traded Forex pair. So we're looking here on the 15-minute chart on the S&P 500 futures, and it was looking from the overnight opening, 6 p.m. New York time it opens, futures, and looking at 0700 a.m. in the morning. We're looking here, because when I come to my desk, 0700, this is what I'm seeing first. I'm labeling the Asian session here, which happened to be a big tight consolidation. And from there, it broke out, went higher, starting the London session. London session made a high. And look at that huge panic selling and then a reversal. So giving mixed signals here, because I'm coming here at the New York session, I'm getting mixed signals here that, yeah, the London session had the S&P 500 futures broke out and then did a 100% retracement, giving mixed signals of what it wants to do. And then obviously coming out of it, went lower. So what I'm doing is labeling my key price level areas. So this, I knew already was a supply zone because sellers were here overnight. So I'll label that right there, that red area, that zone, supply zone. Got it? Supply zone red. I also labeled the overnight low. That happened to be the overnight low right here. So I'm using that dotted yellow line. And then at the time, I was labeling the 1 hour low. Again, we're looking here at the 15-minute chart, but these labelings, I'm using the higher time frames. Going forward, see this reversal? So I'm looking at these key levels to be tested as potential trade ideas off them. And as the time progresses, 8 a.m., I'll be updating the highs and lows. So look at that. Pushing up at the 7:30 hour, 0730 for these civilians, pushing up into the supply zone we already knew was selling area. So it could be looking for both trades. It could be a breakout, might be a new high and continue momentum to the upside, or it might be reversal. Wait for the candle to complete to give a signal and using a faster time frame. That's why we'll go down to the 5-minute after. Look at that. Green candle broke out. Closed green, higher high. Test it. Quarters. Look at that big round number, 43.75. Potential reversal around that area too. And look at this big red point here. That was off the daily, midpoint off the daily chart in the prior period. So look at that, stopped right there. Yep. You see some of this is 5-minute low. So that's off the 5-minute candle. We're looking at 15-minute. But just notice again, the momentum continue going through. So one could have done an entry where, well, this green candle tested it right there. This candle closed above. So one could have gone long, traded bullish when this next candle broke above here. You didn't have to wait for this white candle to get done. It just broke above that high. One could have traded long, going from momentum to the upside. And then knowing all this was up here, knowing those are potential areas it was going to go into. Inside candle, potential reversal that broke out. Nice continuation to the upside. And then, of course, 0930, U.S. stock market opens. A lot of economic news, a lot of price action. Big whipsaw. Nothing wrong sitting on the sideline, taking no trades there, sitting on the sideline. And then this midpoint was off the 8 to 9 a.m. 1 hour candle. So it's just 1 hour here. Again, drew that off the 1 hour candle. And it was midpoint. So we went down there, tested it right there. The 9:30 opening also went all the way back here. Big round numbers, 93.75. So being in a trade during that time, I would not recommend it. Sitting on the sidelines, maybe sitting on the sidelines from 9 a.m. or waiting at least till 9:20. If you're going to do any trading between 9 o'clock and 9:20, I was recommending be pausing before that 9:30 open because of big volatility there. Big volatility went all the way back down, tested all these. First 15-minute candle closed green. Second 15-minute candle since the New York Open closed red. Higher high, higher low. But you notice a lot of pricing right there. It's an consolidation now. It's bodies, the bodies, not the wicks. And big reversal. Yep. So they had that red candle on top, failed to go higher. One could have taken short when it broke below that. Again, set up on the higher time frame, trigger on the faster time frame. And look what happened. Remember, I mentioned this 1 hour midpoint was drawn off of. Went back there in that red candle again, down to the numbers. I want to take this to 10:30. There we go, 10:30, 10 a.m. Big reversal. It was a pump after the London session in the morning into the New York opening and reversal. Let's take it to the 5-minute now. Again, this midpoint right here, this was drawn off the 4 hour from the 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. right there. Let's take it forward to more, see what happens. And reversed. Yep. To the 5-minute now. Zoom in. 655 right there. The 1 hour low. These 5-minute candles. Reversal. Just shy of 7 a.m. Back inside the London session. And you're looking for a potential trade off the supply zone up here and potential retest on these down here. Not inside all this whipsaw. I rather wait for it gets to these swing points. See how it trades off those. Broke above. Look at that in the 5-minute. Big solidation phase. Let's zoom back in a little bit more. Big solidation here when it's testing this supply zone. Broke above it, popped above it, going right there, 43.75. Big 5-minute candle, very bullish there. Showing bullish bias. Broke above. Again, continuation of that, 43.75. Let's zoom in a little bit. This red horizontal line, 43.75, building a lot of consolidation here. But again, big 5-minute candle bullish. So again, leaning bullish bias, looking for bullish trades. And this consolidation here, looking for trades on the retracements of this. So back here on these retracements, when you have these big wicks rejecting this potty, one could have been entering right down here. And stop below here, that big bullish green candle, and target to the upside. Nice. That's what happened. This big green candle again, pushed above this consolidation. There we go. Breaking out again from 8:15. A breakout after the 8:30. Times down here. Breakout after 8:30. Nice. Move up. Then you got that first red candle closing. Made a higher high, higher low, red candle, closed back in. That body closed back in that prior one on top of the trend. Very concerning. It could be a potential reversal, a building consolidation, go higher. So to trade short, one could look for a break below that low, that red, if the next candle does that to trade short. If you're bearish there. And look at that, broke below that. One could have traded short right there. Again, you could take this down to the faster time frame, the 1 minute. This set up here on the 5-minute, and then trigger off the 1 minute. Let's go forward. Yep. So for a little scalp down there, could have done that. And then you have the reversal. Again, the overall trend is bullish, so one should be expecting retests on these swing highs. So 9:15, 9:20, huge move, break above midpoint right there. 9:30 opens, stock market opens, and reversal. Big smackdown, big reversal. What a fake out. One more time, pump to the top and reversal. So again, one could have taken that short and it broke below that green body right there. Let's see how it retests these other things I've labeled. And I recommend, I don't like taking any trades between 9:30 and waiting till after 9:45. So first 5-minute candle, 5-minute, 5-minute. That's the first 15-minute candle. And this candle right here is the 9:45. It's done at the 10 o'clock. There we go, 10 o'clock, reversal. Okay, a lot of whipsaw here, but nothing wrong sitting on hands, waiting for some of these lower levels to get tested or for a nice trigger on top. We're taking it to the 10:30 so you can see how it looks. 10 o'clock again, dumping. Retest that same thing here from that 5-minute, the opening. And the big round number, see that dotted line, horizontal line, 43.75, key level. I like to see. So we know here, there's a consolidation broke above that 43.75 and retest here, buyers are stepping in. So one could be bullish bias here, looking for a retracement and watching for entry here. Entry, well, we can see if we break above here, that red candle, or if it's going to do a further pullback and a reversal. Let's continue going forward. Inside candle, green candle, building calls, consolidation. Yep. Looking like it may dive even more because it didn't do a retracement of this 100%. So one could be looking to a break below here, that green candle. Because again, impulse move down, bearish. Retest, failure, failure, failure. The big bodies on top. Again, one could look to trade short and a break below that green candle. Going forward. There he goes, dumped. So he could have done this on the 1 minute and made those points right down there. That was a swing low right there earlier. Just look at that. Buyer stepped in already again. So the idea was shorting there and covering there. Right below. Again, next one's inside. Let's take it to a little bit past 10:30 and see what happened. Yeah, look at that. First, let's go to the next. Looking at the euro, same thing. This is the Asian session, London session. And you can see what happened during the 15-minute here. The London session, mixed singles, above and below the Asian session. So the London session was all over the place, above and below the Asian session, mixed singles. Low overnight right there labeled. And all this overnight. And this happened to be the high overnight. And these red lines, you can see these red horizontal lines. That was midpoint 4 hour. And that 107 is a key number. Ending double zeros. And down here, I'm going to open it a little bit more, widen it a little bit more. You can see this. Key level, 0.0675, ending in 75, important level. And this is a double zero. Key level, potential trades off this. So coming here at 7 o'clock now, and I also labeled this was a demand zone. Green demand zone. The red was the supply zone I showed you on the ES. So here on the 15-minute, this bullish pin bar right here. Retesting their potential entry here. Entry could be break above that green. Next candle. Oops. Too fast. Apologize. Take it back a little bit more. There we go. Zoom in some more. Continue going forward. Oops, that was the wrong one. Right there. There we go. Back on the euro. I apologize about that. So again, the euro 15-minute potential entry on a breakup of this one. Yeah, nice break above there. So again, this is the 15-minute. But again, you could have been doing this on the 1 minute or 5 minute with entry right there. Nice push up to that key level, 107 potential failure right there. Nice breakout entry there and a target there. Very nice. We'll see how it looks in the 5 minutes too. Right now we're in the 15-minute. Momentum continue going to the upside. Retesting that overnight, possibly. Look at that, how fast it went there. That little wick just shy of testing that overnight high there. And rejected it. So sellers are already there. So this could be labeled after this as a red area, supply zone. Like this, but making it red. Continue. You can see how things go. So 8 o'clock, 8:30, pump up, retest the midpoint daily right there, that big red candle, and push above that overnight high. and they're rejecting it. A lot of whipsaw here. Nothing wrong sitting on sidelines when there's economic news. Let's take it to the 9 o'clock hour. There we go, 9 o'clock hour. And reversing, look at that. Red, lower, low, lower, high. Take it to the 10 o'clock hour, and then we'll take it to the 5 minutes just to see how things going. Dumping. Dump, dump, dump. Huge dump. Look at that. This is the 9:30 candle. 9:30, 9:45. And this one was 9:45. This red candle, 9:45 to 10. Dumped inside the what? Demand zone. Buyers. Bullish potential trading here. Got to take it down to 5 minute C. But again, we're headed to 15 minute for the setups. Look at that. Big dump even further. Just shy of testing the quarters. Obviously, buyers stepped in here during it. Big whipsaw. Big till. And just take it up to the 10:30. And there we go. Now we'll take it to the 5 minute on the euro. 0,700 right here. Zoom in some more. Nice. Bottom demand zone. Buyers already stepped in there. Nice. One could have gone long because that 5 minute broke above. Let's zoom in some more. This 5 minute green red candle. One could have gone long on the green as soon as it broke above that red, taking it long. Let's see what's going to have continued momentum. But again, on the 1 minute, scalping, looking for that entry. Would have made some nice points there, in and out. And momentum continues to the upside. Nice. Running right back up to that big round number, 0.1, 1.07. Nice. Again, looking for potential trades off these horizontal lines I've drawn. Let's roll down here. Taking it to the 8 o'clock hour, 7:45. Let's see how it worked at the 8, top of the hour. Bearish pin bar right here. Green bearish pin bar. And a retest here showing failure. Supply zone up here, suppliers, sellers up here, potential suppliers. So one could be looking for a trade if it breaks below here, or our next candle possibly breaks below this 0.107. Let's go forward to see how it works out. Yep, there it goes. Nice dive. Again, fast scalps. Even that green candle went down lower. But again, the bullish big bodies here, retracing the midpoint, potential reversal going bullish here. Just the 5 minute candle again. Look at that. Big wicks on these two candles. These are white candles. They mean that price open and close the same price. Yeah, that means indecision, potential reversal. So one could be looking for a short again if we break below here, or if we go up here and break above this high, because we had this high and it got tested here nearly the high, but then it fell through. So again, look for potential trade to the upside here, see if it works, or reversal. Look at that, broke below that. 8:30. A lot of consolidations, building calls for the bigger trend somewhere. I say somewhere, we don't know if it's going to go up or down. Getting close to the 9 o'clock hour. 8:45. And look at that. Huge move up. This candle being the 850. Big bullish. Wow, took out all this highs. Even further, took out that midpoint dilly. Nice. And let's see if we see a reversal of any of those. Here we go. Coming at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock hour reversal. We know buyers have been down here, so potential watch for a buyer here, watch for a buying point down here. Dump, dump. Yeah, and once it tested these, those lines to me are no longer valid. Bearish pin bar right there. So one could be looking for trading short on a break below here. Look at that. Wow, broke below there. And then dump, big, huge sell-off right there. So if you took that short right there on the 1 minute, or scalping for a few points, that would have been your profit in there and out there. Gets fast. Again, that big 107 reject a huge dump. So again, now coming down here, potential buying area, breaks below there, down here. Potential. See what happens. Yep, big dump, just shy of missing the quarters. It's 10 o'clock here, reversal. and take it to the 1030 sale shows up. There we go, 1030. And show you on the 15-minute on a bigger picture. This is how it is right now. It's 1:27 p.m. New York time. You can see a lot of whipsaw occurred here. That's why I like to have the entry on the faster time frames, but the setups on these time frames, the 5, 15-minute. Now let's put it on the S&P 500 futures, 15-minute. Yep, look at this. All this price action in the morning and much higher now. Took out the prior day's high already here. So mixed signals all the way down here. A nice pattern here. Nice pattern. Whipsaw there. Nice. Still making highs here. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.